I remember liking Shrek 2 a lot as a kid, even more than Shrek 1, but I didn't remember how good this movie really was. Like, it's seriously hyping me for Shrek 5. I mean, this movie was such a good time, and in a way that movies nowadays aren't really made anymore, so that made it very refreshing to revisit. And the reason for that, for me, boils down to 5 main reasons, and the first reason being, it feels like a movie from a simpler time. There's probably a lot of nostalgia and childhood memories going into this, but it feels like a movie that was simply made for you to have a good time. It isn't caught up in some woke controversy, its trailer didn't get a shitstorm before the movie even released, it doesn't try to push some political agenda, it's simply a fun experience. Just like the first Shrek movie, it features fun pop music, makes a lot of jokes, features pop culture references, and still makes fun of classic Disney characters. However, I enjoyed the story of Shrek 2 a bit more because while the first movie made fun of the classic Disney princess tropes, in the end it was still about a princess who got saved by a man out of a castle. And in Shrek 2 it's more about the family drama where the father doesn't like the daughter's husband, and I personally enjoyed that a lot more.
Nice to have the family together for dinner.
And speaking of just having a good time, that brings me to reason 2, and that is that this movie features so many pop culture references. Like, it's literally insane how many there are, but they're all so good. My favorite references include the reference to Spider-Man being kissed upside down, the Hollywood logo, an alien bursting out of one's chest, and the Mission Impossible theme song. I love them all. It's probably impossible for one person to notice all the references, and especially once Shrek and Fiona arrive in Far, Far Away, there are so many references to shops like Starbucks and Burger King, just to name a few. It just feels like little Easter eggs, and like every time you notice a reference, it's like, yeah, I got one. And also because I'm watching this movie now so many years later, it's references to like the good old days of cinema, like childhood memories, nostalgia, and it's just fun to see all these references. It just shows how much love and attention to detail went into this movie, because the movie didn't need these jokes and references that are sometimes really just in the background, and yet they took the time to put them there anyway. I feel like more and more movies nowadays are stripped down to their essential components. I guess in the pursuit of maximum profits, there's no time for anything that's not essential. So seeing this movie go that extra mile was really refreshing. The third reason why this movie is still amazing in 2025 is because it has a strong emotional core behind all the jokes. Yes, this movie is a lot of fun and it doesn't take itself so seriously, but at its core lie the themes of accepting yourself for who you are and accepting the people around you for who they are. It begins with the father of Fiona who hates that his daughter decided to marry Shrek because it's not how he envisioned his son-in-law, and it's also not how he envisioned his daughter.
Fiona's choice.
Yes, but she was supposed to choose the prince we picked out for her.
He wants her to change in a way that he thinks is best for her, but really he's just being selfish and refuses to accept her decision. All of that while he himself is actually a frog. He never accepted himself for who he is, so he thought that he needed to change for others to accept him. And during all that, Shrek thinks that he has to change for Fiona because he was led to believe a human-like version of himself would be best for Fiona. In the end, I think the lesson of this movie is that we shouldn't worry so much about what other people think of us and how we should change to fit in, but simply be the person or become the person that we are proud of being and trust in the fact that the people that love us will accept this version of us. It's a really powerful message, and also why I don't think this is a kids movie, and it also keeps this movie from being just an emotionless comedy. Today, it feels like Hollywood doesn't trust us to pay attention to their movie if they don't make us laugh every 5 minutes. But Shrek 2 shows that it's perfectly possible to combine lighthearted humor with an emotional strong core.
Look out, princess. Here comes the new me.
Reason 4 for why I still love this movie is Puss in Boots. Yes, I'm giving this character his own segment. When I remembered that Puss in Boots was in this movie, I got excited, and when I saw him in action, it brought up so many memories. I mean, this scene is just so iconic. His introduction was also great, and he felt like a great addition to the team of Shrek and Donkey. It just hit me with a big wave of nostalgia when I saw this character in action, and isn't that the best part of revisiting an old movie? And speaking of nostalgic and iconic moments, that brings me to reason 5, and that's the amazing final battle in this movie. I mean, there's so many things happening in this final battle that make it so iconic. I can't remember them all, I actually just have to read off my notes here. So we have that song of I Need a Hero, then we have Shrek riding a huge muffin man to invade the castle, supported by a unicorn, Puss in Boots, Pinocchio, and many more, while a horny Jaime Lannister wants to kiss Fiona while they're dancing to a live concert with Fairy Godmother as the lead singer, and it all ends with Fiona's father reflecting a magic spell, destroying the Godmother and turning himself into a frog. I mean, did you hear what I just said? Like, I would like to say that you can't make this stuff up, but DreamWorks did. What a crazy final battle that definitely managed to show us something that we have never seen before and probably never will see again. It's truly iconic. So that concludes my top 5 reasons why I still absolutely love revisiting Shrek in 2025. Let me know your thoughts on Shrek 2 in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, my lower back is killing me, man. I need to work out more. Okay.